Hello, my name is Sherman Cox II. This is Sermon Errors number 8, Separation from the People. This is really a theological issue. Preachers, under some theologies, especially when you have a theology of the priesthood of all believers as the Protestant Reformation does, the preacher, you've got your congregation, and the preacher is simply one of the congregation. One of the congregation that has been called of God to preach the gospel, but still one of the congregation. What does that mean? That means when the preacher preaches, the preacher is to preach as one of the congregation. The preacher isn't always preaching about, you ain't doing this, you ain't doing that. Sometimes there are some preachers who every time they bring up a story, it's of them doing right and them doing good, and the people always are not doing right. So the preacher will give an illustration, will talk about, we need to sacrifice to buy this building, and then the preacher will always be the one who, I have given mine, why ain't you giving yours? I have done right, why ain't you doing right? Now, there is definitely a time to be the leader and to lead in right doing, but something is wrong when you are always right in your preaching and your people, you and a few, and your people are always wrong. What it does is it creates a separation between you and the people. You are separate from the people. However, good preaching comes from a recognition that we come from the same place. We are made from the same stuff. We are all born in sin, shapen in iniquity. We all are fighting with certain things. We all are having a struggle to live this life that God would have us to live. And we all are going to move forward by God's grace. It is not, I'm here, you better come up with me. No, it's we all are down here and we all are seeking to move forward, to be more like God, to move forward, to be a better witness to the gospel of Jesus Christ, to be a better witness to the inbreaking kingdom of God in this world. Great preaching comes from that context where we and the congregation, it's we rather than you and me. I'm good, you ain't. Oftentimes, this kind of preaching really sets up a dichotomy between the people and the preacher, and it really can cause some problems. But when you come from a we standpoint, we are going to get better. We are going to move forward. We are going to build this church. We are going to invite people out to this program. Then the preacher, along with the people, all of us together are going to do this. Another nice thing about this particular thing is that it emphasizes the point that the preacher ain't the only minister. In fact, as I said before, everybody, all of us are ministers. The preacher is one minister. All of us are ministers. The preacher is the minister that has been called to lead the congregation, called to be to preach the gospel to this congregation, but all of the congregation is a minister. This type of thing here can easily degenerate into the preacher is right, the preacher is the one doing right, and the preacher is the minister. The people are here just to listen. No, we are all together. We are all sinners, but we're also all ministers. Just like here, you are the only one doing right, but you're also the only minister, and you got a people who are just sitting there consuming entertainment, religious entertainment. Instead of separating from the people, let's recognize that we are all a part of the carrying forth of the gospel and the living of the kingdom of God in this world. If this video has been helpful to you, I want to ask you to come to soulpreaching.com to find the Preacher's Sermon Blueprint. Download that ebook when you sign up for our email list. Until next time, this is Sherman Cox II. God bless you, and keep on preaching.